Do you know 70 to 80% of women of color are dealing with fibroids on a daily basis? I'm just going to share 10 things I did or stopped doing rather to help me shrink my fibroids. And more importantly, the things I stopped eating to help me shrink my fibroids. The number one thing I stopped eating was carbs. I had to cut down on carbs. As an African woman, carbs is the bedrock of our diet. I completely cut off rice, pounded yam, pasta or spaghetti, indomie, bread, bagels, donuts, pretty much anything in that category, name it. I stopped eating it. I had to do this for a prolonged period of time to get my body to eliminate them from my body completely before I could reintroduce them later. But I now reintroduce them very sparingly. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll hang in here and stick with me to the end. If you just recently got diagnosed with fibroids, I know how that feels because I found out I had fibroids when I was pregnant with my first baby. And if you find out you have fibroids and you're trying to figure out what to do, I hope that this video will be helpful to you. The second thing I did to help eliminate fibroids was I got rid of meat. I know we are so used to our meats. We feel like we got to eat it. You need your protein. No, my dear, you don't need all of that protein. You can live on very small amount of proteins. And yes, you do need some protein because it's the building block of our muscles. However, the amount of protein we're consuming is way beyond the amount that our body has to have for survival. So, what I did was I just switched from eating a lot of animal based proteins to plant based proteins. And it has been very helpful to me. So, if you're trying to be on this healing journey, what you might have to do is temporarily stop eating meat and see how that does for your body. There's been a lot of people that claim the keto diet or the carnivore diet, the meat based diet, has been helpful in shrinking their fibroids. I'm not here to debate it. I don't know. That has not been my experience. But I can see how it could do it because of the fact that they eliminated carbs. Because carbs, for me, is a real sensitive, touchy thing. And it's been a very hard journey for me because I grew up eating mainly or predominantly a high carb diet. So getting rid of meat was not hard for me, but getting rid of carbs was very difficult. The third thing I stopped consuming was coffee. Coffee is a huge trigger. If you're a huge coffee drinker, stop it. Find some mushroom, find some alternative. There are so many things you can do to kind of try and replace that. Drink more teas. I'm a tea lover. Drink tea or whatever else you can drink that will help you curtail that desire for drinking coffee every single day. But what I know is coffee makes your fibroids grow. It does not shrink those fibroids. I got rid of coffee. Number four thing I got rid of is eggs. I know you like eggs, you love them, but these chickens that are supposed to take 3 years to grow are being raised into adulthood in 2 weeks. Guys, they're fed full of hormones. Fibroids has a lot to do with hormonal imbalance and your liver not detoxing accurately. So you don't want to keep dumping all of those hormones into your body. Almost everything I've read about fibroids, it seems like they keep telling you to eat eggs. I don't see how that makes sense scientifically. And so, based on my medical background, I just would not recommend it. But as a personal experience, because here I'm not here to teach you based on medicine, I'm here to tell you from my own personal experience. Get rid of the eggs. Number five, get rid of the milk. You see the trajectory here. I started with carbs because carbs is a big, big deal, but animal products are also a huge deal. So I got rid of the milk. Yes, I use almond milk. I'm not a big fan of oat milk because I feel like oat milk is also very high in carbs, obviously. So I predominantly go with coconut or almond milk. But that's a video for another day. I would love to do a video and share what I incorporated after eliminating all these things because I know you're already thinking, If I'm not eating this, what else is there for me to eat? There's a whole lot more options out there. So I got rid of the milk. The next thing I got rid of is processed foods. I cut down or eliminated processed foods as much as possible. I know you can't live in this day and age cooking everything from scratch, but as much as possible, please try and cook your food from scratch. You know exactly what you're putting in it, you know what is coming out of it. You cannot just be buying food in packages and warming it up and calling it food, or going to restaurants and buying foods that you don't know what the source of that food is. Excuse me. So, anyways, I got rid of processed foods from my diet. That's number six. Number seven, I got rid of soda. Yes, soda is highly acidic, and you don't need diet soda either because aspartame is even worse for you. Get rid of the soda, get rid of all that sugar. You're going to see a dramatic improvement in your mental health, but also in the size of those fibroids. I got rid of soda. The other thing I got rid of, number eight, is, believe it or not, plastic. I know this is not food, but these things are going into your body. So you're releasing all of these chemicals, you're digesting them. When you keep collecting your food in plastic, warming your food in plastics, you're eating all that plastic. So I got rid of plastic. I would only use glass bowls, glass containers. Yes, I have little kids, and yes, I get a lot of glasses broken. You can choose BPA free plastic, but for me, during that window, I didn't have children because it took me about 3 to 5 years before I could get pregnant because I had to detox my body for a prolonged period of time before I was able to conceive. So during that time, I didn't have kids, so it was easy. Now they're breaking glasses all the time, and it's okay. I just buy more. I'm sorry. I just got rid of the plastic. The next thing I got rid of is the creams, the lotions, the perfumes, anything that I put on my skin. I got rid of anything that is packed full of toxins. I make my own lotion. I got rid of deodorant. I just use baking soda or lemon. I just focus on getting, say, shea butter, olive oil, mango butter. I mix all these oils together. I make my own lotion. As far as soap, same thing. I try to look for soaps that are clean, that are not packed full of parabens. That's what I use on my skin and my children's skin. We have not used conventional products on our skin. Well, they've never used conventional products because before they were born, we've already overhauled our whole um, home. The last thing I'm going to talk about, which is number 10, and there's a whole list of other things that I was able to eliminate, is the microwave. I know you believe in microwaves, it's easy, it's convenient, it makes it easy for you to warm up your food, it takes 2 minutes. I get it. But these microwaves are killing the nutrients from your diet, they're exposing you to radiation and cancers, and more importantly, we're trying to detox our body. So we don't need all of that. I got rid of the microwave and I started using the oven or the stove, the traditional old time way our grandparents used to warm up food. That's right, they didn't have microwaves and they still survived. So I warm up my food on the stove and it's worked out totally fine for me. These are 10 different things that I eliminated, or at least I give you a few ideas of things I incorporated. I'll be happy to make a video of what things I started doing to help me shrink my fibroids. Because this video, the focus is the things I stopped doing to shrink those bad boys. Anything the doctor is telling you that your diet and your lifestyle has nothing to do with your fibroids, it is not true. Everything around you has everything to do with these fibroids. You need to do a liver detox if you can. You need to change your lifestyle. But more than anything, stop believing the story that your diet has nothing to do with it, because it surely does. Hormones are everything to do with fibroids. I hope you learned something today. Can you share your story? What did you do to help you shrink your fibroids? And if you're new, you're just starting, I hope that you gain something and you would incorporate some of these ideas into the changes you plan to make to eliminate your fibroids. We are here to evolve and thrive. And I wish you the best on this journey. Thank you if you made it to the end. Leave me a comment and indicate how this or what one thing you're willing to change to see an impact on your fibroids. What is one thing you're willing to change to see an impact on your fibroid? I hope to see you on my next video. You have a great one. Mwah.